When we desire to do something unfamiliar, fear is often the driving force, not to help us, but to stop us. I wrote this in my journal on November 11th, 2018. I had just arrived in Arusha, Tanzania, and on the very next day, I would begin my climb to the roof of Africa, the highest freestanding mountain in the world and the tallest mountain on the African continent, Mount Kilimanjaro. This would be the culmination of months, even years of preparing myself mentally, physically, emotionally to complete such a task. When we're younger, when we're children, we're dreamers. We want to be firefighters, we want to be lawyers and doctors, we want to be astronauts, we even want to be the President of the United States. But as we grow up, some of those dreams start to slip away because they're not easy to get a hold of. We suddenly realize that maybe a life of mediocrity is what we're meant for. We begin to give up on our dreams. We begin to give up on what we felt was important. How many of you are living a life of mediocrity and you feel unhappy or unfulfilled or always wondering, what if I had done what I needed to do to move a little bit further? Our past is what got us here. Our past is what brought us to this very moment. But it's not our past that defines where we are going in the future. We must be able to see our future in our mind. We must be able to believe our future in our heart. We must be able to feel it down to our very core. Because if we can do that, nothing's off limits to us. We can climb the tallest mountain in Africa. We could hike through the jungles of Belize. We could do anything we want, so long as we have the courage to be what we can see. I woke up at 11 p.m. It was the last day of my climb, and I had about 3 hours sleep. We got up at 11 to begin our hike to the final summit of Mount Kilimanjaro so that we can get up there shortly after sunrise. My head was pounding from the altitude. My stomach was wrenching. Every muscle in my body ached. I had been climbing for 6 days. My joints hurt, my bones hurt. It was cold, it was dark. I put on every piece of clothing I brought with me. I had so many pairs of gloves on. And I laced up my boots, I threw on my backpack, and off we went. Every step was a struggle. Every breath was a struggle. You were so aware of every breath. But we kept moving, step, step, step. Slowly we moved up that mountain. I kept walking, I kept going, I kept pushing forward. I don't know when my toes became numb, but I can tell you when my nose became numb, and I can tell you when my fingers became numb. It was so hard to hold on to my hiking poles as we kept trying to move forward. Step, 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 every step. On any journey you take, you're gonna trip. You're gonna stumble. You're gonna fall. You're even gonna crash, and it's gonna be a glorious crash, and you'll think you'll never get up from it. But you have to get back up. You have to keep pushing forward. You may have to go the long way, and if you do, you go the long way. You may have to learn a new way, and if you do, you learn that new way. You may have to crawl across the finish line, but you will crawl across that finish line. You give it your all, and you never quit. If you just believe, you will get there. And you have the courage to see it through. There is nothing you can't have. There is no one you can't become. As we got to the top of Mount Kilimanjaro, I had nothing left. I kept walking. I had seen the moon set. I had seen the sun rise. My water was frozen. I just couldn't go on, but I knew I had to. So I kept moving forward, step after step after step. We turned the corner. I think this was it, but it wasn't it. When you have nothing left to give, when you've given everything, but you reach deep down inside and you find more to give, and you give that more, and you keep moving forward and you keep walking, and then you turn the corner and you see there in front of you, you see the summit. You keep walking. The tears start to come down your eyes, emotion overtakes you, and as fast as those tears come down, they freeze to your face because it is so cold. But you move forward and you reach that summit. If you want something, anything, you must first know where you are. And then you must know what it will take to get to that point, to get to where you want to go. Once you know what it will take, you make that commitment and you get there. Whatever it takes, you get there. You find a way, because there is always a way. So, if you like what I had to say, please give this a like, share, follow, do all those fun little things. And hopefully this will go over well, and I'll share more stuff like this. And there'll definitely be travel stuff mixed in here and there as well, because I love to travel. So thank you.